Chief Executive Officer of the Dominica Hospital Authority, Dr. Dexter James, says these buildings were handed over by the Chinese after passing the required inspection.
About 2 to 3 weeks ago, the Chinese medical team handed over the buildings to us after inspections were completed by their own credentialing authority. So that we in fact have possession of the buildings as of today. So it is for us now to do what is necessary to fully commission the buildings. We will in the next week or two commission 2 particular units as part of a soft launch before we fully commission the 2 new inpatient buildings.
He noted that the relocation of the Dominica and Alford wards will be done in the upcoming weeks before the official commissioning of both buildings.
This is predominantly because we still have to do some works at the main entrance, and those of you who know Dominica ward, that is the area that would be repurposed for admissions, cashiering, outpatient dispensing, and general reception. So we have to relocate both Dominica and Alford wards, which are our surgical wards, to the new building to allow the engineering department to repurpose those facilities. So that is going to take place within another week or so, and then we will then begin thereafter to take steps to commission the rest of the building.
Dr. James explained that the new facilities will boast of a similar layout.
For the most part, you have wards configured with 24 beds. There's 6 semi-private cubicles comprising 4 patients each. We have also 4 single rooms which can be used for either infectious cases or private rooms, and 1 semi-private room with 2 patients. So in terms of the configuration of our wards, we're talking about 30 beds for our patients. And the way hospitals are designed, they design based on what we call replicative structure. So the same type of layout you would find on one ward is the same you would find on each floor.
There will also be a central nursing station, patient dining area, doctor and nurses' offices, staff and kitchen lounge area, and an outside patient waiting area on each ward.
Building number 1, there's a basement which would house the kitchen, stores, and laundry. The ground floor of building number 1 is our pediatrics and adolescent ward. The first floor, we're now creating a new floor for gynae. Recall that these gynae patients hitherto were being managed in Dominica. So gynae patients are now moved out from female surgical, and they will have a ward for themselves. The second floor, which is aligned to the theaters, is going to be male surgery, male surgical ward, and the top floor will be male medical ward.
Dr. James also gave an overview of the layout of inpatient building number 1.
Look at building number 2. The ground floor houses a lot of our services: the pump room, hyperbaric chamber, silver room, and other services. The first floor, we would have orthopedics, urology, and ENT, major development. Ordinarily, orthopedics, urology, and ENT patients will be housed on the male and female surgical wards as we speak. We are now moving those patients out and giving them a floor by themselves to improve the quality of care to these patients. So urology, orthopedics, and ENT will occupy the first floor of the second building. The second floor will have female surgery, female surgical ward, and the third floor, the female medical floor ward.
The second inpatient building will host numerous services as well as a female surgery ward.
All of these floors, with the exception of pediatrics, will all have 30 beds. Will all have 30 beds. 6 bays of 4 patients each, 4 private rooms, and a 2-bedded unit which we could use as a resuscitation unit for patients. This is the ergonomic layout and configuration of all our wards.
All wards in both buildings will have 30 patient beds, including private and semi-private rooms.